If you don't understand what makes a man chase, you can waste months giving more love, more sex, more patience, and more access to someone who's getting comfortable doing less. That's the danger. You think you're building closeness, but you're actually teaching him there's no cost to inconsistency. In this video, we're breaking down 30 ways to shift that energy fast. And the final point matters most, because missing it means you'll keep making him the prize. 1. Stop rewarding lukewarm effort. Have you been giving him full access while he's only giving you half interest? That's where the chase starts dying. When he gets your warmth, attention, emotional labor, and sexual energy without showing real effort, his nervous system learns there's no need to pursue. Desire responds to value, and value is felt through access. Stop treating inconsistent attention like it's enough. Be kind, but don't over-deliver. If he sends lazy texts, don't turn them into deep conversations. If he disappears, don't greet him like nothing happened. Calmly match the level of effort he's showing. 2. Make your life feel full without him. Does your mood shift the second he texts, cancels, or goes quiet? He can feel that. Men don't chase emptiness waiting to be filled. They chase movement they want to become part of. Build plans, friendships, workouts, hobbies, and private pleasures that don't orbit him. This isn't pretending to be busy. It's regulating your dopamine system so his attention isn't your only emotional reward. When your life has momentum, he stops feeling like the prize and starts wondering where he fits into yours. 3. Let sexual tension breathe. Have you been trying to prove your chemistry by giving too much too soon? Sexual energy needs space. If every flirt turns into reassurance, every desire turns into availability, and every private moment turns into immediate access, the tension collapses. Let him feel the gap between wanting you and having you. Tease with your presence, your eye contact, your pauses, your confidence. You don't need to be cold. You need to be unrushed. The chase lives in the space where desire hasn't been fully satisfied yet. And if this is resonating, like and subscribe. This space is for women who want love, desire, and intimacy without abandoning their standards to get it. 4. Don't confuse sex with leverage. Have you been using sex to keep him close? That usually backfires. Sex can deepen attraction when respect and effort are already present, but it doesn't create devotion on its own. Oxytocin can make intimacy feel emotionally bonding, while dopamine can make novelty feel addictive. And those aren't the same thing. If he's inconsistent before sex, sex won't magically make him consistent after. Let intimacy be something he earns through presence, care, and emotional maturity, not something you offer because you're afraid he'll lose interest. 5. Become harder to emotionally predict. Does he already know exactly how you'll react to everything he does? Predictability can feel safe, but too much of it kills curiosity. If he pulls away and you always panic, explain, chase, or ask where you stand, he learns the pattern. Break it. Stay composed. Change the subject. Go enjoy your evening. Let your nervous system stop performing anxiety for him. Emotional unpredictability doesn't mean drama. It means he can't control your inner world with crumbs of attention. 6. Make your standards visible early. Have you been trying to seem easygoing so he doesn't feel pressured? That often makes you easier to take for granted. Standards create structure, and structure creates respect. Tell him what you like through your choices. You don't need a speech. If he asks last minute, say you already have plans. If he only texts at night, don't entertain it. If he wants sexual access without emotional consistency, slow things down. A man who wants you will adjust when he realizes casual effort won't reach you. 7. Let silence do some of the talking. Do you rush to fill every gap because silence makes you anxious? Stop rescuing the moment. Silence is powerful because it makes him meet himself. When you don't immediately explain, soothe, or perform, his prefrontal cortex has to process what's happening instead of relying on your reaction. This is especially true after he's been inconsistent. A calm pause says more than a long paragraph. It tells him you noticed, but you're not auditioning for clarity he should have already offered. 8. Keep your sensuality connected to self-respect. Have you been hiding your sexual side because you think desire makes you less valuable? That's a trap. A confident woman doesn't need to choose between being sensual and being respected. The difference is ownership. When your sensuality comes from self-possession, it feels magnetic. When it comes from seeking approval, it feels anxious. Wear what makes you feel good. Flirt because you enjoy it. Touch him because you want to, not because you're trying to secure him. Desire is powerful when it belongs to you first. 9. Stop over-explaining your feelings. Have you been giving him emotional essays when he hasn't even asked thoughtful questions? Over-explaining usually comes from hoping the right words will finally make him care correctly. But attraction doesn't grow through emotional persuasion. Researchers studying attachment behavior show that anxious pursuit often intensifies distance when the other person feels no need to engage. Say less, but mean more. Instead of explaining why something hurt for 20 minutes, say, "That didn't feel good to me," then watch what he does with it. 10. Let him invest before you attach. Do you start emotionally bonding before he's shown real consistency? That's where you lose leverage. Investment changes perception. When a man spends time, effort, planning, attention, and emotional presence on you, his brain starts assigning value to what he's building. If you attach before he invests, you'll start protecting a connection he hasn't earned. Let him initiate, let him plan, let him show up repeatedly. Your heart shouldn't be wide open while his effort is still in the trial period. 11. Don't chase closure from a confused man. Have you been asking him what he wants when his actions already told you? Confusion can become a way of keeping you available without committing to you. If he says he doesn't know, believe the lack of clarity. Don't turn yourself into his therapist, his sexual comfort, and his emotional waiting room. Ambivalence has a cost. The moment you stop negotiating with uncertainty, you become much harder to casually keep around. 12. Make your absence noticeable. Does he only feel your presence, never your absence? Then he has no contrast. Chasing requires contrast. If you're always replying, always available, always warm, always ready to reconnect, he never experiences the loss of your energy. Pull back without announcing it. Let him feel the quiet. Let him wonder what changed. The amygdala responds strongly to uncertainty, especially when something rewarding becomes less accessible. Don't punish him. Just stop being everywhere he expects you to be. 13. Don't mother him into masculinity. Have you been guiding him, reminding him, teaching him, and emotionally raising him? That kills sexual polarity fast. You can love a man's softness without becoming responsible for his adulthood. When you manage every detail, he gets comfortable receiving instead of leading. Let him handle things. Let him make the reservation, fix the issue, follow through, and repair mistakes. Attraction often grows when he feels competent around you. Don't rob him of that by doing everything first. 14. Flirt, then leave him wanting more. Do you keep stretching the moment until the tension has nowhere else to go? End earlier. That applies to texting, calls, dates, kissing, and sexual buildup. A little unfinished energy is memorable. Say something playful, then go back to your life. Kiss him like you mean it. Then don't immediately collapse into neediness. Desire sharpens when the brain has something to replay. You want him thinking, "I want more of her," not, "I already know exactly where this goes." 15. Stop making his potential your fantasy. Have you fallen for who he could be instead of who he's being? Potential is intoxicating because your imagination does the work his actions haven't done. You picture the attentive version, the healed version, the committed version, the sexually devoted version. But your body can't build safety on fantasy. Cortisol rises when hope and inconsistency keep cycling together. Look at his current behavior. If he wants to chase you, he'll show you movement now, not someday after you've suffered enough. 16. Let other men remind you you're desirable. Have you been acting like he's the only man who can want you? That energy makes him too central. You don't need to play games or provoke jealousy. You simply need to remember that your desirability doesn't begin and end with him. Dress well. Go out. Receive compliments. Let yourself feel attractive in the world again. When your confidence isn't dependent on one man's validation, your aura changes. He senses he's not your only option, and urgency returns. 17. Don't be sexually available when you feel emotionally unsafe. Have you ever said yes physically when your body was asking for reassurance first? Listen to that. Sexual chemistry is strongest when your nervous system feels relaxed, wanted, and respected. If you feel anxious, used, uncertain, or disconnected, don't override it just to keep the vibe alive. Your body keeps score through tension, breath, and instinct. A man who values you won't resent your boundaries. He'll become more attentive because he understands intimacy with you requires emotional presence. 18. Respond to effort, not charm. Does he know how to say exactly the right thing after doing the wrong thing? Charm can mimic pursuit. Effort proves it. Compliments, late-night desire, Intense eye contact and sexual chemistry are easy when he wants access. Consistency is harder. Planning ahead is harder. Repairing hurt is harder. Watch what costs him something. Behavioral psychology calls this costly signaling. Actions that require real investment carry more meaning than easy words. Reward the man who follows through, not the man who performs intensity. 19. Keep some mystery private. Have you been giving him your whole inner world immediately? Leave room. Mystery isn't lying or pretending. It's having parts of yourself that aren't instantly available for consumption. Don't explain every mood. Don't reveal every past wound too early. Don't narrate every thought. Let him discover you gradually. Sexual attraction thrives when there's still something to learn, touch, earn, and understand. You're not a puzzle to manipulate him. You're a full woman, and full women aren't consumed in one sitting. 20. Don't compete with his distractions. Have you been trying to outshine his phone, his ex, his work, his friends, or his emotional unavailability? Stop competing. The moment you fight for a distracted man's attention, you teach him that your presence can be placed on hold. Let him lose access when he's not present. On dates, notice whether his attention is embodied. Eye contact, open posture, active listening, touch that feels intentional. If he's half there, don't work twice as hard. Let half presence receive half access. 21. Make him feel chosen, not needed. Do you know the difference between wanting him and needing him? He can feel it in your tone, your timing, and your sexual energy. Neediness asks, will you make me feel enough? Desire says, I enjoy you, and I'm still whole without you. That distinction changes everything. Men chase what feels like a privilege, not a responsibility. Let your affection feel real, warm, and specific, but never desperate. Being chosen by you should feel meaningful because you're not choosing from fear. 22. Let him miss your softness. Have you made your softness constantly available, even when he hasn't protected it? Softness is precious. Your tenderness, forgiveness, affection, sexual warmth, and emotional openness shouldn't be automatic after disrespect or neglect. When he's caring, let him feel your warmth. When he's careless, let him feel the difference. This isn't punishment, it's calibration. Attachment research shows responsiveness builds bonds, but responsiveness without standards creates imbalance. Let him understand that your softness is real, but it's connected to how safely he treats you. 23. Don't initiate every repair. Are you always the one smoothing things over after tension? Then he never has to develop emotional courage. Let him come toward you. Let him name what happened. Let him ask how to fix it. A man's pursuit isn't only flowers and flirting, it's repair. When he values the connection, he won't leave the rupture sitting there forever. If you always bridge the gap, he learns your fear of distance is stronger than his responsibility to close it. 24. Use your body language before your words. Do you rely on talking when your presence could say more? Your body communicates faster than your explanations. Slow your movements. Hold eye contact a second longer. Let your smile arrive gradually. Lean back instead of leaning forward when you're assessing him. The limbic system reads posture, breath, facial expression, and proximity before logic catches up. Sexual tension often starts before a single flirty sentence. Let him feel your confidence physically, not just hear you describe it. 25. Stop asking for reassurance from someone you don't trust yet. Have you been asking him to calm fears his behavior keeps creating? Reassurance without change behavior becomes emotional anesthesia. It soothes you for a night, then the same pattern returns. Don't ask, do you still like me? Ask yourself, do I feel consistently valued here? Your body knows the answer through tightness, overthinking, checking your phone, and losing sleep. When trust isn't built yet, don't beg for comforting words. Require trustworthy behavior. 26. Let him see you enjoying your own sexuality. Have you made your sexual energy all about his reaction? Bring it back to you. The most magnetic sensuality isn't performance, it's enjoyment. Enjoy your body, your scent, your clothes, your skin, your pleasure, your rhythm. You don't need to describe everything or make it explicit. He should feel that your desire is alive with or without his approval. That's what makes him want to earn closeness. He's not being handed a role. He's being invited into an energy you already own. 27. Don't stay where your nervous system keeps warning you. Have you confused anxiety with chemistry? That happens when inconsistency creates adrenaline, and your body mistakes the spike for passion. Hot and cold attention can activate the same reward pathways involved in intermittent reinforcement, which makes the connection feel addictive instead of secure. Real desire doesn't require you to abandon peace. If you're constantly decoding him, waiting for him, or recovering from him, that isn't romance. That's dysregulation. The right chase won't feel like losing yourself. 28. Let your no be clean. Do you soften every boundary so he doesn't feel rejected? A clean no is attractive because it shows inner authority. Say, that doesn't work for me. Say, I'm not doing casual if I want more. Say, I'm not available for late night plans. Don't over-apologize. Don't decorate the boundary with nervous laughter. Sexual polarity strengthens when your yes feels chosen and your no feels trustworthy. If he can't respect your no, he doesn't deserve access to your yes. 29. Become the woman he has to rise to meet. Have you lowered yourself so he'd feel comfortable? That's the opposite of magnetism. Raise the standard of your own life. Be emotionally regulated, sexually confident, socially alive, physically cared for, and spiritually anchored. Let your presence ask more from him without you saying a word. A man who wants easy access will drift away. A man who wants depth will step up. The chase returns when he senses that being close to you requires him to become more intentional. 30. Choose yourself first. What changes when you stop trying to be chosen and start acting like a woman who chooses? Everything. Your body relaxes, your voice steadies, your standards stop sounding like threats and start feeling like truth. He can chase you only when you've stopped chasing your own worth through him. That's the shift.